You're a prick, man.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Under the channel, because we are currently on the Euro Tunnel, Euro Shuttle, whatever you want to call it, heading for a overnight trip to pick up an engine, which I'm not going to give too many details about because there's no need. I'm sure all will be revealed at some point. So yeah, sleeping arrangements so I don't have to worry about hotels and all that shit, to be honest, because the COVID situation's a mess. For anyone who wants to travel at the moment from the UK, so coming from Germany to the UK so far, you need your PCR COVID test. I think it's PCR. Was it PCR? Whatever it is, the one where you the throat and in the nose. And you can only travel for a certain amount of reasons. There's a certain list of reasons, or they call it actually it's called excuses on the website. It's on a Gov website from the UK. I know it's a little bit of a grey area. This is why I thought I'd quickly explain from what my take on it is. So, providing you've got your PCR negative test and you qualify for one of the reasons on the website, in this case, it's delivery of goods, because obviously we're in the van, in the T5, and we're going to be picking up the engine, so, and possibly a couple of other little bits. So you've got that. Obviously then you need a letter from your company to say why you're picking up the parts, or whatever you're picking up, the goods, or whatever company you're working with to get the goods. So you need a cover letter for that. And what else do you need? A passenger locator form. So if you're travelling for more than 72 hours, then you need to book, in the UK, you need to book a day 2 and day 8 test. If you're travelling for anything less, then you need to provide a PCR test on the way back, basically. So it should be, for a 2-day trip at the most, you should be covered with one main PCR test. So yeah, that's basically all you really need. If you're a resident of Germany, then obviously you need your residency forms, or your Meldbescheinigung, or your card that you have, which I'm not going to try and get out my wallet while I'm using my hand to video. So yeah, I'm not sure about the return process yet, but maybe I'll do a little update on that on the way back. But yeah, it's not been too difficult. They ask you every question under the sun. What colour underwear are you wearing? What are you carrying in the van? Why are you not carrying anything in the van? This guy's trailer is moving a hell of a lot. Yeah, they ask you all sorts of questions, but it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. If you're travelling for business or for any of them reasons, then for sure you'll be travelling to the Nürburgring for picking up of parts, or for whichever reasons that you need to travel to the Nürburgring for work, for business. Maybe you're going for a job interview or something, I don't know, but it's doable. So yeah, like I say, I'll update on the return trip as well. Maybe I'll just upload this as a quick little update video or something, but we'll see. So yeah, maybe fast forward to the next clip then, I guess, or this will probably be another video. So return trip update. Currently sitting in the queue waiting to get on the train. Because I was only in the UK for a couple of days, I didn't meet the requirements to stay there for the 2 and 8 day test scheme that they're doing and all that shit. So bearing that in mind, coming back from the UK to France, essentially, all I needed to show was obviously the reason why I'm travelling. In this case, it's for work. As you can tell, I'm in the T5 still, obviously. If you're travelling for work, then that's your reason, and you obviously have that sorted. You have your cover letter. They didn't even ask for the cover letter on the way back anyway, so it's probably handy to keep it anyway, but still. So you've got that. Obviously, you need to provide a negative PCR COVID test. that needs to be no older than 48 hours old. So I had mine done yesterday. Results, I paid for the results to come back straight away. So they came back fine, obviously. So yeah, you need that. If you live in the EU, then obviously have your residency papers. So I have my German residency papers just in case. They didn't ask for it, but it's just in case. And your passport, and that is literally it. This was probably one of the easiest border crossings I've had since I've been travelling to and from, even with COVID in place. So it's not terrible. But yeah, if you want to travel from England to Germany, or anywhere in the EU, or by car at the moment, it's not that bad. If you can get your negative test sorted, and you've got a genuine reason for travel, like I said on the Gov website on the COVID rules for travelling and stuff, if you look on their list of excuses, as they call it on there, there's like 30 reasons why you can travel. So I'm sure you'll qualify for one of them if you need to, if you're going to be needing to travel to the UK, if you need to travel to the EU or Germany. So it's not all bad. Nürburgring still ain't off the cards for anyone. So if you're worried about that, then as long as you're coming to Nürburgring for business, maybe you're having a business meeting, I don't know. Could be other reasons you're having. You could be, I don't know, maybe testing race cars because you're going to start racing, who knows. But as long as you have a qualifying letter and stuff, then it's easy. You can sail through. So hope this helps some people, because I've had a lot of questions. I think Misha's had a lot of questions. Diana's had a lot of questions. Even Bora, everyone, all the Apex team have had a lot of questions regarding this is the situation. Do you know if I can travel to Germany or not? And it's put a lot of people off travelling. Providing you stick to all the guidelines, it's easy. It's super, super easy. So, yep, I would 100% say go for it. Try your luck. Travel for business. Make business plans. Do what you need to do and come out. And hopefully we'll see you at Apex. Catch you soon. Oh, that's super close to the camera. I'm not used to this. Maybe here? Yeah, catch you soon. Fast forward to, well, we're currently in Essex somewhere. Not going to announce where. But I haven't seen one of my friends for probably 8 months to a year. He has no idea I'm here. And I actually said to him I was out delivering this to a customer in Germany today. So he thinks that I'm out and about and that we're going to be on Xbox later. So I thought we'd catch his reaction as I rock up. So I've just been dropped off down the alleyway where one of his garages are. So yeah, so I'm going to quit the video here and I'm going to switch it around.
Few moments later.
Is fucking Skyline done yet?
Who the fuck are you? You prick. The second time you've done this, you piece of shit. I knew it was weird you texted me this morning. Put the phone down!
Yes, Bill, what's happening? I didn't know it was here, bro.
I wondered why he didn't put the M4 up here as well. I was like, why'd you put it there?
Funny thing is, he got out at the end.
You're a prick, man. It's the second time.
But then it was close, that's why I sort of put in sport mode and then I was like, oh no.
Oh shit, there's the red one.
So, introductions out of the way, obviously. Skyline, as you can see in the background, is this man's, which is Cleverly. This, well, I say originally was, before he had a white one, which decided, how should we say that, Clev? It self-destructed.
Past that piston.
So I'll insert a video. I'll insert a video right now because the car was lit.
So it's a standard engine. Don't know the mileage because you know the Japs love to clock cars back, but it said 130,000 kilometres on the speedo. Single turbo converted, made 478 at the wheels at 1.3 bar.
Yeah, it's good power.
And then yeah, and it had like no lag whatsoever.
And then ejector cars.
And then
what was it?
What's this cylinder number 2?
Cylinder 2, yeah.
Cylinder 2, become a bitch, made a nice little.
We was at Rockingham and it started breathing heavy, and we did say on the day I was like, "Oof, that's a lot coming out the catch tank. That's a lot."
A big oof.
So yeah, it kind of self-destructed itself. Anyway, long story short, the white one, cleverly always wanted a black one, so the white one went.
Always wanted a black one.
And then he's swapped it out for a red one, which is obviously a pretty rare colour.
It's this colour.
Yeah, it's this colour here because we've still got.
It's
got one. We haven't painted the wing because there's no point while you're working on engines and stuff.
Well,
It's going to get scratched. So
these need to get rolled. So
it's all going to get done, but still. So he swapped it for the red one, which is now evidently Narvik black.
Yeah, it's a
Range Rover colour.
Range Rover, non-metallic.
It's a little bit grubby at the minute, obviously, because they're still doing works on it. So.
I ain't even been flat and polished yet.
So.
The engine bay's the same colour.
Yeah, engine bay's the same. So obviously over the last 6 months, you've been putting the subframes on,
Not a lot.
wiring loom in, perfecting all the little bits and pieces like painting the servo. Obviously not on the full suspension at the moment, but he's got some of the kinematics in. So tow arms, caster arm, camber arms, that sort of thing. That's all going in. New nuts and bolts, obviously everywhere. The hubs are being powder coated as well now.
Yeah, I want to clean them up.
They're all going to be coated. You've got Nitron R3s, right?
Yeah, R3s
So R3s to go on as well.
with piggyback cylinders.
So they look pretty spec, to be fair. We know the Nitrons work well on the ring. What wheels are these, Clev?
So these are Panasport G7s.
Panasport G7s.
Which very jacked.
Which we had long debates over what colour rivets to go for and what colours to go with. And to be honest, the gold rivets on the black rims look sick.
Yeah, not a lot of people like black wheels,
But it goes well.
this car's going to be murdered.
Yeah, it goes well. Also, the underside's been fully undersealed by the boys. But Bill, how long did it take you to do after this with the boys?
Well, I think
With your bad back?
we must have spent about 200 hours under it.
Yeah, there's a lot of time gone into this.
It was on a spit in
A
this
lot.
garage.
Yeah, it was on a spit in this garage.
Back to
They've done
back
everything in here.
with grinders.
So all solid bushings. Obviously, don't worry about the shocks and hubs and stuff. They're all going to be changed anyway, but that's fresh. I'm going to get under. I'm in jeans, but I don't care. That is properly fresh.
Yeah, it's a rubber mat somewhere.
No,
It's a bit dusty,
It's all good.
but it's all new.
So yeah, the engine. What engine specs are we going for? I can't remember what you said.
So it's RB26, obviously. 2.6 still. Well, it's just 0.5 mil overbore, as you normally do. Can't remember what it's got in it. Standard crank, ACL bearings, JE pistons, Brian Crow rods. What is it? Nitto head gasket, ARP head studs. Heads over there.
All the reliable parts then, basically.
Yeah, all the good stuff. We've got some HKS cams to go in it, cam pulleys. I'm going to put some valve springs so it can rev to 9, hopefully. 9,000 RPM sounds pretty good in these. Yeah, billet block brakes there, which stops the block from cracking in the middle. Because if you don't know how Skyline 4-wheel drive works, the diff is mounted to the side of the block. And so when you launch, it likes to twist the cast iron block.
Oof.
And this bolt's on the bottom, that's like...
Stops it twisting.
Yeah,
Stops it ripping it to
it's
pieces.
an expensive bit of billet.
Yeah,
So
that's
the block's
mega.
been decked upside down, if that makes sense. The girdle for the mains cap gets decked. Then they have to drill out all these holes. And this basically ties into the main caps to stop them wandering as well. And they do one with billet main caps that's built into this.
Yeah, it's lit.
That's for like 2,000 horsepower, and I just want 700, like maximum. Yeah. Like, nothing more.
Better knowledge than you, Misha, and he's a plumber.
Yeah, it's like not a lot's getting changed other than that. It's obviously a single turbo.
Baffled extended sump as well.
Yeah, you have to do it for the RBs.
SR20 block for sale if anyone wants it, by the way.
Yeah, it's got no crank rods.
Hit cleverly up on Instagram. But
Yeah.
SR20.
No, it's actually mint.
No, it's a mint block.
That's a virgin block as well. It's never been bored. So still what 85 mil bore, I think.
Repping the Apex calendar as well.
And the hat that you bought.
And the hat that
Yeah.
I brought over. This was the delivery.
I've only wanted one for like a year. Maybe more than a year.
I bought you that for Christmas last year, I think.
Yeah, you did. Every night next to the time, bought me a hat. Yeah.
Obviously, interior we're not going to skip. Flock dash, stop the glare.
Yeah, so I've got like proper steering wheel indoors. Obviously,
So it's keeping all the stock interior to a degree. You've got some fancy seats as well, no? They're pole position signed by
like Recaro SPGs.
SPGs.
They're the glitter back ones,
Yeah.
like silver backs. With it's like some geese. It's like A8 pattern or something. It's like a dog and bone pattern in the seats.
Yeah.
Bride rails to go in, which is the boxes somewhere. They're like the lowest seat rails I could get.
Who signed the seats? They're fancy. They're signed by some drifting dude, aren't they?
Daijiro Inaha.
There you go.
Inaha,
That
which
dude.
sort of started Option magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's signed by him. I don't know if it was, but they were brought over from a car in Japan that he had a bit of involvement in.
So some Japanese history. Obviously,
that's
keeping head unit and stuff as well.
I just bought that for Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
Like toucan display to go in here.
I mean,
there's going to be no gauges in
I mean, a sub 10 second quarter mile car, probably a fairly quick lap time at Ring as well. Once it's oh for sure, and all that power and full interior is a luxury.
They don't weigh anything anyway, do they?
No, it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe a cage one day.
I've got air jacks for it. I just need to save up for a cage. I can't put them in without the cage. But it's just been repainted. The whole car's had a full respray and undersealed, so I don't really want to put a cage in now.
No,
we'll see how fast I go around Ring, and then I'll be like, oh, it might need a cage actually. It's a bit
yeah, you're going to have to limit yourself otherwise because it gets a bit hairy.
Yeah, these don't crash well.
Nah.
They don't.
Nah.
A 90s Jack car that weighs, I think these only weigh 1,400 and something kilos with 4-wheel drive, cast iron block, rear wheel steering. You know, it's a lot in a...
Especially no safety.
Your legs are your crumple zone, aren't they?
Yeah, it's as anything Japanese basically.
Yeah.
As anything Japanese, but no, it's lit. This will be sick when it's finished.
Hopefully I can get a gearbox for it.
We'll be out on a lap in this next year, summer, I reckon.
Stonks.
You reckon next year, summer? Or do you reckon this year?
If I can raise enough money to get the gearbox I want, because there's no point in rebuilding.
Oh yeah, what gearbox are you going for?
Hopefully a sequential. PPG.
Lit. This is going to sound amazing.
It's money.
So if you want a fund, Clev's gear.
Yeah.
Go and fund me.
So in the description, go for.
Do one of them charity videos. I'm just sitting here crying. Like,
Mate, just start an OnlyFans. That's what Essex does normally.
yeah.
Can't pay for your car. Fuck it, I'm going to get a bird with OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Done.
film someone.
Porsche GT4 pending. But yeah, that's a quick walk around of the 32 anyway. I say we'll be out in a lap video as soon as it's finished and as soon as it's over at Ring, because this thing is going to be sick.
What's the radical VR?
So yeah.
3 litre, 4 litre.
Don't know if this is going to be an insert on the video for coming over here this couple of days, or if this will be a separate, because it's probably gone on for 9 minutes. So it's going to even be a separate video, but yeah, we'll catch up more on the 32 in the future in a bit.